Hey there everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. Today I just wanted to go through a few things that I wish I had when we first had our baby. Everything on this list will either save you money or help you live more comfortably in one way or another. And I'll give you reasons why I've chosen all 10 of these items. Now, if you hang around till the end, I'll also be going over 5 bonus travel essentials that will help make every trip that much easier. Now, starting out with number 1, not only is this free and a huge money saver, but it's also a great way to make sure you don't get any duplicate gifts from friends or family. Amazon now offers a baby registry wish list, and if you follow the link in the video description, you will also get a free $39 gift just by signing up, as well as up to 15% off purchases from your list. This is a great way for you and your partner to stay organised too, sharing items that you love and even essentials that you want to stock up on before the baby comes. Just make sure to share with all your friends and family so they know what you need and what you want. This is especially great if you're trying to make your nursery to a particular theme too. Next up is a big number 2. Now, apologies for the pun, but it is reusable nappies. Now, this one isn't always received well in conversation, but I tell you what, it is a huge money saver, and nowhere near as gross as it sounds. The nappies are made up of 2 parts, the cover with your buttons and the inner pad for absorbency. You then buy nappy liners, which are disposable for any solid waste. Now, the covers are made to suit different age ranges, so you can start using these on day 1 if you like, or ease into it over a couple of weeks while you get into the swing of things. My suggestion is to get about 18, which is enough to last 2 or 3 days, so that you don't end up running out of these between wash cycles. These may cost a lot of money up front, but I promise you will save thousands and thousands in the long run, and you'll never get caught out without any nappies in the middle of the night. Number 3. Now, everyone we know has had more than one baby monitor before they found the right one, and we actually went through 3 different ones before we found the perfect monitor for us. And that monitor is the BM3350N from VTech. We tried audio only monitors at the start, but found our daughter would wake up quietly and we wouldn't even know. Then we went with a Wi-Fi monitor that uses a phone app, and honestly the connection was just awful, and the security risks with the Wi-Fi system are just a little scary. There are some that even use replaceable batteries, which meant we were always running to the shop to buy more. But this monitor from VTech that I've linked in the description has been a perfect one for us. The camera resolution's great, it has night vision, and having the smaller 2.8 screen means we can see everything we need to, but can still easily move the monitor around the house while we work and do other chores. The camera also has a built-in night light, which is an added bonus. Don't listen to the hype about monitors with bigger screens. It really is a waste of money, and you could be spending more on more important things. Number 4 is another huge money saver, and perfect for when your little one is starting on solid foods. These reusable pouches give you the opportunity to make all your own baby food from scratch, and then store in these pouches for feeding time. Since they're clear, you never need to worry about how clean they are inside, and you only put in what your baby will eat. We found that our little one refused to eat anything with citric acid in it, which is surprisingly super common in most of what you can buy from the supermarket. Super handy too for those babies who have an allergy and you want to be 100% sure that their food doesn't have any contaminants in it. Number 5. Now, babies don't need a huge bedroom, but it always helps when you can get a piece of furniture that can do the job of 2. We bought a similar set of drawers to these from Storecraft that double as a change table. Surprisingly, the height you need is an awkward size between a low boy and a tall boy. So finding one specifically advertised for the purpose, like the one we have linked, is your best bet. You're going to be changing a lot of nappies and lifting your baby a lot. So the more ergonomic you can make everything, the better. Trust me. Your back will thank you. Also, just a quick message of caution. Please make sure to attach this to your wall so it never falls down or gets pulled down on top of your little one. Number 6. Something that often slips people's minds is what they will eat once baby arrives. You may not see the significance in this item yet, but trust me, you will. Reusable glass meal prep containers. Sometimes one of you will work late, sometimes there just won't be time to cook dinner, and sometimes you're both going to be exhausted and just want a hot meal. There's nothing wrong with getting a heap of these meal prep containers and batch cooking once or twice a week, just to make sure that you're feeding yourselves properly too. The ones I've linked may seem expensive, but if it saves you getting takeaway twice, then you've already saved. You don't need to make a Michelin star meal, but be sure to prepare something you will look forward to eating. Number 7. Now, education is one of the best things you can do. Throughout the pregnancy, I read this Dad's Guide to Pregnancy book a few times and then reread it whenever I had questions. Now, if you're more of an audiobook guy, use the link in the video description for a free trial of Audible, and you can listen to this book completely for free. I highly recommend audiobooks for those late night feeds and the long drives when the family's asleep in the car. And that's the perfect segue to number 8 on the list, noise cancelling headphones. Now, as I just mentioned, listening to audiobooks is a great way to get educated, but also a great way to help keep entertained and look after your mental health. Now, the specific reason I've suggested noise cancelling headphones is a simple one. Whether you like it or not, at one stage or another, you will need to take it in turns of who gets a good night's sleep and getting a nap in whenever you can. With some good noise cancelling headphones, like either of the two I've linked, you'll have no problem sleeping through a Disney movie or while you're playing the Wiggles music in the car. If you take nothing else from this video, trust me that these are a life changer when you need an extra couple of hours sleep. If you're an in-ear headphone kind of guy, go for the Sony WF-C 700s, or if you want over-ears, then the Sennheisers I've linked are great value, and currently 34% off on Amazon at the time of recording. Number 9. Now, ever since our daughter was born, and even now at 15 months old, we find she sleeps much quicker and easier to some music. As a newborn, we were playing white noise and heartbeat sounds on this Echo Show 5-inch. And now we continue to play some calm piano, and it's a huge help. The Echo Show 5-inch I've linked also doubles as a nightlight, and was super handy just as a clock so that we could tell the time during night feeds, and for things like when we've given medication when teething. Now, the last of the home items is this electric nail file. Sounds boring, I know, but your baby's nails are razor sharp from day one. And not only will they cut you, but they will cut themselves, their face, and potentially their eyes. While clippers work great too, the nail file is foolproof, and you aren't going to accidentally chop a little bit off the end of your child's finger like somebody we know. Now, onto our 5 bonus items for travel. We begin with a portable change pad. These are ideal for quick stops when you're not taking an entire nappy bag, or great even as a cover for the gross public change tables in shopping centres and fuel stations. They fold up compact, and you have a pocket to hold the essentials like your wipes, nappies, and even some cream. Next up is this compact pram from Baby Joy. I'm telling you, a second pram has been one of the most used things we never thought we needed. And this one folds up super compact. We usually keep one in my partner's car with the main nappy bag, and our spare pram either gets used at home when we go out for walks, or I take it in my car if I'm looking after the little one and my partner's out having a bit of me time. The last thing you want is to get somewhere only to realise you left the pram at home because you took it for a walk to the park the day before, then had next to no sleep, and forgot to pack it back into the car. Trust me, it happens. Halfway through our travel items is this porta cot. Once again, this is something that gets used far more than we originally planned. While it's a good porta cot with a change table and nappy storage, it's also super useful if you need to keep the little one playing in a safe place within view while you do some work around the house, rather than in their room out of view or just loose where they could endanger themselves. Number 4 is a simple car mirror on a swivel. You're going to be super anxious with every noise your baby makes in the car, wondering if they're choking or even why they're being so quiet. Spend the money and get this cheap mirror so you can peek back while you drive. Last but not least is this rechargeable white noise machine called the Soundbub from Wave Hello. These are great for in the car, the pram, hotels, on walks, everywhere. This one's affordable, simple, and does exactly what it's designed to do. Well, I'm sure a few of these items have already piqued your interest, so if you'd like to see more, please help me out by giving this video a like, subscribing to the channel, and tell me which item you think is most important that isn't on this list to help all the other dads out there. Thanks very much for watching.